Alright, hopefully everything's working okay. Let's see. Looks like my microphone's working. I better make sure I don't have like 57 microphones on. I found that this program likes to do some weird stuff sometimes and put extra microphones on and everything else. So that part's okay. Alright. And what microphone does it say? Does it say I'm using my Yetis? Yes, it does. Nothing else is on. Okay, good. So it should be working pretty good. Alright. Sounds like I've already turned the music down. Yeah, I guess I'll turn up the music a little bit so I can hear it somewhat. So I have not played this game before. Do they have a tutorial or anything? No? Whatever settings do they have controls? So since I haven't played this, I am going to actually use my keyboard here. It's like a WSD to move around. F and G to turn the camera. That's an interesting one rather than Q and R. Usually I like that Q and R. And we'll see. Maybe I'll make up my own hotkeys. I think there's plenty of signs and symbols around that I can do that if I need to. In fact, I think I might set myself up one pretty quick right now. Start setting it up. Because I just know I'm not going to like that camera set up that way. That's okay. I'll set it up my own way on my, on my Stream Deck. What? Alright, cool. Yep, I'm going to set it up the way I want it. Might take me forever though, just to get to the page. That's okay. Ah, crap. I just have to pay attention. That's the hard part. See, I just want it past where I want it to be. So I'm just copying this from another game because it's still WSAD, so that way I don't get myself confused. And I think that one's from the forest. But I have not ever played this game. I just purchased this. I don't usually get games. Usually do not get new games, but since I don't have Cade to play with anymore, since Cade took his life, my son took his life, he was the only reason I actually gamed anyway. I stopped gaming for a while and finally I picked it up again, just for something to do. I actually don't need to this page anymore. Okay, so they said F is rotate left. So we can do that. F and then G. Okay, so now I can navigate around a little bit. So, they got hotkeys for some reason, control groups. I wonder what the control groups are for. Maybe for your militias or whatever. Let's see. Okay, so we got pause, faster, game speed. We can do those down here for now. I'll probably be using those quite a bit. At least in the beginning. Spacebar, that's pretty common. So, X. So Z and X. Okay. Then we got road placing mode. And I'll be using that a lot. Sounds like that's a fun part of the game, is placing the roads. Okay, so there's the construction tab. So there's just going to be a bunch of tabs here. Oops. So I'll just throw these in here for now. Through website crap. I don't want website stuff, I want hotkeys. I played EVE Online now. That one, boy, there were lots of websites on that one. Website after website for that one, and I just used some of the websites, and just some types of the websites. That one was pretty crazy. Road placing mode, so this is, let's see, construction tab. This is army tab. Map. This is a big one. Map. I've got an icon I like to use for maps. There it is right there. It's a GPS, but I know what it means. So there's a map. Quick ergot plot. Don't know what that means, but we'll give her a letter. Previous construction, next construction. So Q and E. Sometimes if you don't have enough keys, you can just sacrifice one and cycle through them in one direction. Depends on the game. Oh, tab, that's a very important one here. Tab is a very important key in this game. I don't know what I've got for tabs, so we're gonna come up with something. Maybe I'll just put tab in there and see what pops up. Okay, there's tab. Interesting. Howdy, Life is Streamed. I have never played this game before, ever. And I'm intimidated. I don't even play new games anymore. Let's see, new game. See, look at this. I haven't changed. Okay. There we go. What's this? Load coat of arms. Save coat of arms. Load custom textures. Primary colors. do like that. Symbol. We want fuchsia. Oh, that's actually kind of cool looking, actually. What kind of symbol do you want? A fleur de lis? That guy's kind of cool for the fleur de lis. I'm not French, but I like the fleur de lis. Alright, those are kind of cool. And those actually do kind of look Welshish. And Welsh and also Welsh Scandinavian. So like any of these things that do, like a water horse or something. We got a water horse in there. Close enough. There we go. That'll work. Whatever that is. No, that's not cool. That looks kind of cool though. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I like the tiling. And we don't care about the angle. Number of instances, though. Does it look cool like that with a bunch of them? With two. Alright, we're gonna have one. There's only one king, myself. To the secondary color. Okay, that's kind of cool, but my primary is off. Oh, wait, that's way too much. Oh, that's way too much. Which is really cool. Maybe this should be red. I'll make it pop out more. Okay, that actually kind of looks cool. Those aren't colors I would normally pick, except for maybe the purple. But we're gonna leave that there. That is so grotesque. Scenario templates, rise to prosperity. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to growth. Okay, we don't want any spring. Double. Oh no, we want double supplies to start with. Okay, so ta-da. So you get a better view there. I really look at this shit. Hey, it's got a message. Prosperity awaits. Where others see trouble, you see potential. Da-da-da. These lands shall become rich and prosperous under your skillful management. Quite very flattering, isn't it? The large town settlement level to achieve victory. Prosperity awaits. Okay, so does this okay? So we can scroll in and out, except I've got my... Okay, I've got to change this. I've got to get out of here for a second. Okay. so as I understand it, I've got to build like real quick. Right, like I got to build a logging camp, which should be probably like right next to the sun. Is it gonna snap? I thought I felt it snap there. Like snap. There is it. Trying to snap. Okay, there's a logging camp. And the hunting thing. Oh, native woodcutter's lodge. Of course. I don't know why, but we do. Hunting. That's what I gotta do too. Wait, what's this? This is for berries. Okay, so hunting's not gonna do us real well. What is this? I don't even know what that is. Okay, those are forage plots. What's this? Forage plot. Okay, I'm just gonna throw down a. I want to throw down a hunting camp right here next to my village. Ah, and definitely a forager hut. This is my main deal here, is my forager hut.
I think he's capable of training. He's studying an exceptionally good step.
I am a forager hut guy.
To flex the power that he has, even within his own private circle. I think he has approached strategy in a way that we didn't quite understand.
There's supposed to be a way to do
I think nobody thought that Russia actually would invade Ukraine on the scale that they have. It caught out almost every academic I know who specialises in Russia.
Okay.
The fact that he is committed to this war of attrition, I don't think people saw the Russians having the will and the determination to see that through either.
Yeah.
So I think Putin thinks long term.
I think I'm trying to do streets and I'm not. Ah, here we go, roads.
And I think he thinks in a way that we in the West have not especially well understood over the last few years. The initial assault was just exceptionally poor planning. You know, a great example of that is the Hostomel Airport's airborne road, where they essentially just flew planes in and tried to drop paratroopers. The way that we would do it, there would be a combined air operation, there would be suppression of enemy air defences, and only once the target area was clear would you then come in and drop paratroopers. Whereas they just jumped straight to that end phase of the operation. So they just planned it and executed it really badly. And the Ukrainian...
I'm not making very good at making roads, evidently.
Was incredibly effective.
That's alright.
It's a brilliant weapon. And it showed its value in those first 3 days. And I think we're continuing to see
luckily roads are free
from the Russians. We've been a really good example of that. They've literally just thrown bodies at the problem. Platoon after platoon after platoon just thrown against the Ukrainian lines, designed to get them just to use up their ammunition.
Okay.
With no regards to tactics or manoeuvre. What we do have is a huge amount of personnel that they can.
I guess I want to build houses now.
And that's why it's so important to keep supplying Ukraine, because Russia's entire strategy seems designed around making
these into bird plots, trying
and that's why it's taking as long as it is. The Russian strategy is clear. They're looking at putting pressure on the Ukrainian lines, making them spread their reserve thinly so that if there is a breakthrough, they're not in a position to respond. The Ukrainians are clearly fighting a brave defensive battle, which has been successful, particularly in the Kharkiv offensive, which
I really don't know what I'm doing here.
The Americans are happy to say they were confident that they had now stalled and wouldn't make any further progress. And as I understand it, they've only made 5 miles of progress along two axes over the entire offensive, which is, for the cost of lives and materiel they've expended on that, is a really poor result for Russia. I think the ability to strike targets now in part of Russia's rear area will be important, because they now have to defend their rear areas as well as defend their assets on the front lines, and that's going to put pressure on the Russian side of production and keeping their assets safe. but I think Ukraine need to make sure they can keep recruiting, and I understand that is a problem for them. They're going to need the numbers because it's a war of attrition, and it's ultimately going to come down to who can afford to take the most losses. I think Putin has set enough red lines that have been surpassed that we can attribute a degree of bluster to what he's saying. The most recent one was if Ukraine were allowed to strike into Russian real areas with American weapons. Medvedev said that Russia would respond by arming America's opponents in unspecified countries. It all seems a bit weak to me. Escalation goes both ways. Russia still has as much to lose from a nuclear war as we do. And given the state of the Russian military, I would have concerns about the state of their nuclear arsenal as well. I think a shooting match of nuclear calm is not something Russia wants to be considering. America is still indisputably the world's only military superpower. And taking NATO on militarily means taking on the USA. And I don't think even Putin is that stupid, so he can make as many red lines as he likes.
Hey, you! No slacking off!
Reasonably escalate matters without it being catastrophic for Russia. I think there'll always be an inherent tension between Russia and China.
Who approved this construction plan? A blind man or a fool? Or perhaps a blind fool?
Competition in the same space. So it's a friendship of convenience, I suggest. The Iranian-Russian relationship is a lot more solidified. Iran are producing weapons, drones and ammunition for Russia in the fight in Ukraine.
He thinks it is, or he's straight
but we are seeing an era of unprecedented strategic tension. In the 1990s, we assumed that it was the end of history and that liberal democracies would flourish and globalism and capitalism would see the world come to peace. And that has absolutely not played out. We took our eyes off the ball between 2003 and 2021, and we were invading various countries in the world to fight counterinsurgency campaigns there. And in that time, our enemies have been planning and buying influence. If you look at China's Belt and Road Initiative, they're dominating influence around the world. Russia has been conducting operations in Georgia and Ukraine in 2014, and Ukraine again in the recent invasion. They're looking to establish their power influence over their nearest border. And Iran is looking at hegemony in the Middle East. So this era of strategic competition is very much us against them, but there is also a bit of strategic friction between them. They're allies of convenience, not allies of will or intent. It's been a key component part of Russia's strategy to degrade Western will to fight. They are actively targeting our media.
I've never played this game before. I have no idea what I'm doing.
And the flow of disinformation, you still see it repeated constantly. Things
like Manor Lords,
the Azov battalions, and all that nonsense. People incredibly believe it. It's a very, very powerful thing. And it's absolutely something that Russia are going to keep trying to do. Israel-Gaza is showing us the power of disinformation as we speak. There's so much incorrect information flowing about that conflict. And of course, it's all part of the same axis. Iran, Russia, China, they're all on the same team effectively. And they all use the same subversive techniques to try and undermine Western democracies using our own freedom of speech against us. This wouldn't work in Russia or China or Iran because they don't allow that free passage of information. They've taken what we see as one of our strengths, the fact that they're free to say what they want.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Against us. So I think
I'm trying to play this game that I've never played before.
Subversive disinformation being a factor that we have to include in all plans, strategically and politically.
Oh.
From now on and into the future.
Have you heard of it?
Maintenance of
No, I haven't actually. Not till today.
a principle of war that the British Army teaches from the first week of officer training.
City builder, I guess.
Our entire doctrine.
Kind of like City Skylines.
Shattering the enemy's will and cohesion.
I don't know.
So,
I'm not real familiar with that one either.
Oh.
What I'm seeing is,
can't really be understated.
well, it's not an age of empires. There's not as much fighting and stuff, but it's
Right.
more of a builder. There is fighting in it. If you want,
Yeah.
I'm playing a peaceful mode because I'm trying to
And
figure
especially
out
now
how
that
it
it doesn't have
works.
a huge number of wings to chalk up at the moment. Hopefully
Yeah,
the story of the Parky defensive will give the
people in
Ukrainian
it?
forces that boost
Oh, I can.
of effectively a really good win against the Russians.
How
But
many people do I have?
it's it's this grinding war of attrition. The nearest
I'm
thing
currently
to
getting logged into my computer. It's going to take a hot minute because I also have to authenticate against the network.
a memoir afterwards spoke about how miserable it was, the living conditions, the constant artillery barrages. It will naturally degrade soldiers. So that's a real challenge. But we're in a war of will now. So
Okay,
Ukraine
my population is 5
to fight
families.
is maintained.
Okay.
I think it's been a shame that
So then I have more than
we
enough.
weren't able to give Ukraine everything they needed right at the start. I think the drip feed
I'm gonna
of
kick
Russian
somebody
support-
out of this house.
Damn.
Okay. I have no idea why I did that, but it looks more balanced that way. Okay, let's see. Select. This building has no assigned families. Select it. Okay, so.
Alright, so earlier when I was playing GTA 5, I did ask you about what you think of Steve Haynes. Obviously you weren't paying attention at that point. But here's what I think of him from my playthrough so far. Arrogant piece of shit, or arrogant prick.
Who is he?
He's an FIB agent. And I'm going over my computer.
Oh. Oh. Okay. What agent?
Huh?
What kind of agent?
FIB or FBI if you want to go with the real name.
Oh, okay.
The FIB is similar to the FBI in real life.
Gotcha. Homeless equals tents.
Just realized I joined on Discord Canary, not Discord.
I don't know what that is.
Discord Canary is just a beta version of Discord. I need to uninstall that. Anyway, I'm currently launching Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay, so there's 5 families. Okay.
I cannot do things without being under the influence, and you can try this, you can do this. I've tried it all.
I have always struggled with substances just to get things done.
I think there's
I'm
a...
either going to be like
Yeah.
successful alcoholic and drug addict, or I'm going to be not successful at all.
On my gravestone, this is what it said. Whenever I'm sober, I wish that I was dead. The choice for some of us is not between drugs and sobriety. The choice is between drugs and suicide. So hello, you wonderful citizen of cyberspace, and welcome to a bit of a waffle inspired by several videos that have been floating around TikTok this past week. regarding autism, ADHD, and addiction, or more specifically, people with these conditions who
So yeah, I've never played this game,
substances
and
in order to function at all, if not to just stay
Kate and I
alive.
used to just have certain
I
games
saw
that we
those
would play.
videos and I related so
Oh.
hard my first
And
attempt
so
at recording
pretty
this
much I didn't
thing
play the
turned
other
into
games.
such
So
a
like,
long
you know
and
what, I'm just
completely
gonna get a
incoherent
game that
rant.
looks like I
I
would
couldn't
like
even
it.
use it. There was no saving it.
And
It was
play it, so I had
unentertaining.
something.
The only solution I could
Yeah.
find to rein
Yeah.
myself
It's
in was to
mine,
write
not
it down
ours.
and give you a video essay instead, interspersed with the scattered brilliance of several TikTokers who are referenced in the box below. So this TikTok discourse,
definitely
it
had a lot of
was
games
all
that
kicked
were
off by Peach PRC,
ours.
whose incredibly relatable outpouring of
Right.
frustration contains these two main points.
I cannot do things without being under the influence. You can work on those things, you can get better, you can try this, you can do that. I've tried it all.
Now, obviously, it's really sad to see a creator you like so much being
They've
kicked
got a
out by
welder.
issues that you're
Probably
horribly familiar with yourself.
I don't care about
But the videos in response to
Where's that?
Peach gave me such a sense of validation and
Okay, yeah.
reassurance in knowing that it's not only me dealing
Put it in
with this
there.
shit. Because I've been fucking gaslit for 14 years now by my increasingly shitty drug treatment.
Oh, I don't know.
I started up GTA 5. And I'm also sharing my screen.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They are
I've seen that.
front-loading, I believe, 7 years worth of
This
interest on that $300 billion.
do you know how bad I wanted that? Maybe Shame is like
to get the money to
an
Ukraine, but
amazing
also to set
opportunity.
in place a
You're such a
schedule
fucking
so that no
fuck,
matter
you
what
really
happens
are.
next year, no matter
You'll
which
get over
European
it.
and United States
You'll
leaders are
see.
sitting
I
in
did you a
chairs at the
favor.
next G7
Never.
summit,
I hate
that there will
you.
still be money coming in for Ukraine.
Kelly Shaw is the former lead negotiator.
What are you trying to do?
Share your screen.
Oh, with the rest of the stream?
Hello, thank you so much for having me on.
With TikTok, you mean? Should be able to. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we did it last time, was through OBS. Oh fuck.
Yeah, well, you have a right to be skeptical when it comes to announcements from programs like the G7 and G20 for years have been floundering in terms of having really a business case for them. But I have to say, I do think the G7 is having a renaissance. It's really having a moment in terms of its role in navigating all these geopolitical conflicts. And it's a clear, strong sign of support to have this huge announcement of $50 billion for the Ukrainians at this time. So I do think it's a big announcement.
Why do you think it's so we know that the G7 is having a renaissance? And what makes you think that this package will make a major difference?
Well, I do think for years there was skepticism as to what was coming out of the G7. It was really just leaders getting together, having a chance to discuss issues. They would issue these statements, these communiques.
I just started your screen.
Fluff announcements, but there wasn't a lot of concrete action that they could point to. But after COVID, with the hot war in Ukraine, Russia's invasion, with the conflict in the Middle East, with challenges around China, has actually stepped up to be one of the
this
few
is yours.
forums where Western
Incredible,
leaders
dude.
can get together
You should keep
and
some of
make
that for yourself.
progress on some of these issues. And I think the sanctions packages that we're seeing come out of the
Alright,
United
I'll be back.
States and the European Union on Russia that was announced today has a very different purpose than the type of support that NATO is providing. So the money, the $50 billion, is aimed at reconstruction, it's aimed at development, it's aimed at economic support for Ukraine, whereas in the NATO context, that's where you're dealing with some of the military support issues. And I do think a number of countries are walking a fine line in terms of how to handle this situation. In the United States, President Biden is trying to be as forward-leaning, I think, as possible without sort of getting the United States into an armed conflict. And he's actually taken quite a bit of flack politically among some circles for the level of support that the U.S. has provided. But I do think there's a strong case for engagement from all NATO allies in terms of strong showing support.
But how quickly do you think this 50 billion, which is a low, is important to say, will be delivered to the Ukrainians?
Well, as I understand, and the details have not been released yet, I understand they're going to be worked out in the next couple of weeks and eventually made public, but they are front-loading, I believe, 7 years worth of interest on that $300 billion of seized Russian assets. So the idea is to get the money to Ukraine, but also to set in place a schedule so that no matter what happens next year, no matter which European and United States leaders are sitting in those chairs at the next G7 summit, that there would still be money coming in for Ukraine.
One of the reasons why there's a a particular sense of urgency at this G7 is that the clock is ticking, isn't it, Kellyanne? And there's a prospect of President Trump 2.0, the return of Donald Trump, who takes a dim view of multilateralism and what the likes of NATO and the G7 might deliver. How complicated might the return of Donald Trump, or how difficult might things be if he comes back?
Well, as his lead negotiator at the G7, I'm not sure I would totally agree with that characterization of his views at the G7.
I remember him shoving his way through a group of world leaders in order to get to the front for a photo opportunity. Do you remember that one?
You know, what I would say is I do think for a long time the G7 didn't necessarily have a defined role of what it was trying to accomplish. But it's not just the United States who may have a different leader come January sitting in the chair for the G7. There are a number of other countries sitting around the table who may also have different leaders. And I think the G7 is in part driven by personality. I do think that makes some difference, the specific individuals who are there. But I also think the biggest driving factor is what's its purpose. And right now there are a number of hot and important conflicts that need to be resolved. And the G7, with its flexibility and the fact that there isn't this institutionalized bureaucracy and it's more fluid and it allows the host country every year to set the agenda, I think has actually proven incredibly successful at getting important leaders organized around the table.
Do you think President Trump would have supported this package, from what you know?
I don't want to opine on hypotheticals, but what I will say is I do think that it is important that we are continuing to support Ukraine, and I think this is a very smart way to do it.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Kelly. I'm sure former lead negotiator at the US for Jones had President Trump at the G7 and G20. Thank you.
Looks like he disappeared completely. Forever.
Both leaders will now sign an historic new bilateral security agreement between the United States and Ukraine.
Got it back.
Okay. Yeah. You gotta figure it out.
You got it figured out?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, cool.
I still don't see you playing though yet.
Wait, you don't?
I swear, half my life in track.
Ukraine and the US since our independence. And this is something that will not only provide.
Now, don't you step foot in this yard.
I can hear it.
But you can't see it?
Yeah.
Oh. Weird.
Is covered through the Ukraine's future membership in NATO and recognizes
Oh, that's weird.
that our security agreement
Wait, what do you mean 2 dots just sitting there? Oh, like is it constantly loading?
Yeah.
Give me a sec, let me stop streaming and restream. Alright, can you see it now?
He said that he will not sell
What? Disloyalty, what is you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know what it is, homeboy. Yo, you ain't been to the set, ain't came to none of the meetings.
You can hear it, see and hear it.
Man, ignoring
Yeah.
your homies,
I'm
acting
trying to
all
get it to the
superior.
full screen.
Your mama would turn over in a grave, boy.
So you giving me a
Oh.
lesson about not being a good enough gangbanger. Gangs is positive. That's all we got, my nigga. That's the truth. Ain't nothing positive about your crazy ass. Man, where's Tanisha at?
She got more sense than to hang out with your sorry ass. You know you always been like this, boy. I say left, you say right. I say become a doctor. You say become a patient. I say, who is that?
Hello, Missy.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's Trevor.
Franklin.
Advantage of
Told
that
me that you had
aid
assistance.
situation, material situation,
Yeah,
some of the Ukrainians, but you also take a risk in that your own strength isn't there. And that so far, it seems that gamble has not paid off for the Russians.
Hello and welcome to Frontline. Today with me, Alex Dibble, Times Radio's Deputy Head of News. Today on Frontline we're talking to George Barros, the head of the Russia team at the Institute for the Study of War. The ISW has become a go-to source for information about global conflict and is a respected authority on the war in Ukraine. George Barros, thank you so much for joining us on
And Discord
Frontline.
decided now's a good time to
Thank you so much
crash.
for having us. Good to see you again. I thought we could start with the latest on the ground in Ukraine. We know Russia has been keen to make advances since.
Coming and going, so I'm doing good.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Are you able to see my screen now?
It'll catch up here in a minute, I think.
You might have to rejoin.
That's what former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev is urging his country to do to the United States to avenge the U.S. Treasury Department's new sanctions on Russia. Now, these sanctions have sent fear and anxiety through Russia's financial system. State media has reported that major banks were blocking customers from withdrawing cash, and that was coming from states.
That was a nice scene you cut
The country's sending in nuclear powered subs.
Right, just.
It's 90 miles.
That's the first thing I hear.
But what is this striking?
No, Trevor said that to Franklin.
Fred Clinton is out front.
Man, what the fuck you doing here?
You're with the boy. With the boys.
What?
I'm fucking new in town. I'm making friends, all right? Now let's party.
Look, I had plans on getting some rest until this clown in my aunt came and fucked that up.
My nigga just came over.
Their weapons are not designed.
Man, I said I'm tired, dog.
Fucking things. I love things. I'm the king of things. Hey, let's go do something about the thing, okay?
What thing?
That stress thing, man.
Fucking beautiful. Perfect. It's a gangbang. Let's go. Come on.
Saying that the frigate and nuclear powered sub, quote, practice the use of
jeez.
missile weapons by computer-based maritime simulation at ship-based groupings of a mock enemy.
Where's this thing happening?
Down Grove Street.
Which now has a permanent base in Syria and boasts hypersonic missiles. It's no paper tiger, but also not an
We shooting shit up, spraying some motherfuckers. I could drive by with the best of them.
Behave yourself, man. Lamar, what's happening? What you and Strand set up?
We buying weight, homie. Something that'll move us up the food chain, nigga, for real.
Not this real in this town, nigga. Particularly where you and Stress concerned.
Man, this is an investment opportunity. You got to speculate to accumulate.
Ooh, first rule of business. Hey, since we're out here banging, either you got some dust?
Fool wanna get butt naked? Homie live up here.
Hey, look, everybody be cool, man. Lamar about to do his thing.
Okay, I'm curious how this is gonna turn out. Are you?
Yeah. That one dude, he sounds like Snoop to me.
Which one, Lamar?
Courier service.
Yeah.
You got the grip.
For years and more months.
President counted
Western
for
analysts predict it will never set sail again. Despite Putin's glorification of
Drug deal right here.
many of its warships
Now we talk.
are vulnerable to both air and sea attacks and lack the technology to compete with Western navies or even cheap maritime drones made in Ukraine. And Aaron, the Ukrainians say that while the rockets might
So we good, nigga, right? Well, let's go.
How about a taste?
No, man, we leave.
I want a taste of the other side of the brick.
Now you heard what your boy said, you leave.
to develop those sea drones
Give me
to hurt fighters and naval forces even more.
Whoa.
Thank you so
Very much.
Patrick, if everybody is downplaying
I don't know
this,
why.
did the Russians send this armada? It almost looks
I'm
like
gonna
an
get out
armada
of
to the
Discord
van.
again. I'm just gonna get out of
Well, let me
Discord.
show you a little bit of that armada.
And
Because,
start from scratch.
yes, it's true what Cuban said, that other militaries send ships on friendly visits, but not like this. There has never been a nuclear submarine, I'm told, docked in the port of Havana, as you have behind me there, the submarine Kazan. Really just a breathtaking sight when it came in to the harbor yesterday to see such a massive weapon of war. To the other side, on the other side of the pier, that is a Gorshkov, Jim, and I should highlight this because this is one of the most modern ships the Russian Navy, Vladimir Putin, had.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So unfortunately, Trevor's computer crashed. I was like, man, I'm just not, nothing's working here, you know, and now it kind of makes sense because his computer crashed. Or at least that was not helping the situation here. Okay, I need logs, I think. Let me see, I've got, is that food? Now I want log. Do you have no timber? Come on, timber people. Come work for a living. Okay, we need somebody there. Yes? Yeah.
I'm gonna order dinner since Mom's not feeling good.
Okay.
Do you want anything from this menu? Go ahead and press.
Cheese steak?
Yeah.
That'll work.
You just want a plain one? You
Yeah.
Do you want spicy?
Sure.
Do you want chicken or beef? Because we
Beef.
have a chicken one.
Beef.
It's just Snow trying to get in. He was like right behind me.
That's okay. Okay, so I got 5 people, but they're not working. I have 5 people and they're not working. I don't know why they're not working. Go to work, people. I know. I want to assign a family, but I've got, how many families do I have? I've got 5 families. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 builds stuff.
This is heavier than it looks. Why do I have to carry this alone?
Can I destroy this thing? I don't want homeless pits in my city. I don't want homeless. Let's destroy them. I'm like Vlad the Impaler. Okay, Trevor is back online. Looks like. Or at least on his phone.
Summer's coming soon.
Let's transition here. There we go. There's a screen I want. I've never played this game and my people are not going to work. See? They do not like me. I don't know why they're not going to work. Maybe I just need to give them time.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
I definitely need them to work. What are you doing, dude? His name is Cunts. Totally not kidding you. Cunts? Was this the name of the town? Cunts. Herman? Who's this? Herman? Eldon? His name is Cunts. I did not make that up. Look. Cunts. Great. Fritz. I think they did that on purpose. Linhart? Okay, so maybe they'll tell me what they're doing. Okay, she's a forager going somewhere. I don't have a foragers that under finished being constructed yet. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this place. I'm not gonna destroy it, but go with one less person. One person, he's got places for him to live. But I guess I don't need this. I'm going to get rid of it. Close. Is there a way to destroy it? Construction, maybe. Logistics, farming. I do not know. It's just looking like nobody's working there. I could put one person here, maybe. Supplies. Oh, maybe I need a storage building? I think I need a storage building. I think that's what's going on. Like they're pissed off because there's not a storage building. Okay, I need 2 logs to get a storage building. So I may have just made myself to where I can't do anything. Because I don't have a storage building. I think that's what it did, so let's start over. Because I don't think I'm going to go and progress anywhere on this one. Guess I built too much stuff all at once. Holy hell. Trevor. I have heated up my room to 90 degrees with my computer. It's only 100 square foot space, but this looks like this, like, this looks kind of like a trans person, like you just kind of like can't tell. We're on TV right now. Yeah, we want growth. Then reactive, medium, none, no raiders. They have planets off. Standards. We're getting double the normal supplies. This time I gotta remember to want to rejoin. Okay, yes, I will do that in an effort here. Jump out of there. Okay. See, I'm gonna be brave. Try to join. Pick one. Whoa. No, I don't want to do ninja. Ninja just popped up. stream.
Do you have your stream up yet?
I just hit watch stream. See, open a browser, maybe? Go back. Yeah, I'm not in Discord. I don't know where I'm at right now. Okay, I'm gonna reopen Discord. That's so weird. Okay. Watch stream.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Hey. Let's see if it pops in here now. It looks like it's doing a lot better.
You able to see it now?
Not yet. I can hear it.
Is it just constantly loading, or?
Got two blue dots acting like it's wanting to load.
Okay, let me stop stream and restart again. Alright. Try loading it again. You may have to hit watch stream. Yep. Are you able to see it now?
You heard the CD of my shit that I gave you?
Not yet. But I can give him a second. It's gonna be sad if it doesn't work. You had it working the other night.
Yeah.
Now, don't you step foot in this, young.
Let me know if it loads.
Not yet.
Want me to? Let me try restarting it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna try doing it from the Discord app instead of just the Discord overlay. Alright, is it?
There it goes. Now I see a C.
Yeah, now you see the pause map.
Why? It's half my house.
Now, I'ma call the police.
For what?
Yeah, I just had to.
Disloyalty, what is you talking?
I'm skipping the cutscene because we already saw it.
Where's this thing happening?
Down Grove Street.
We shooting shit up, spraying some motherfuckers. I can drive by with the best of them.
Behave yourself, man. Lamar, what's happening? What you and Stress set up?
We buying weight, homie. Something that'll move us up the food chain, nigga, for real.
Nothing's real in this town, nigga. Particularly where you and Stress concerned.
Man, this is an investment opportunity. You got to speculate to accumulate.
Ooh, first rule of business. Hey, since we're out here banging, either you got some dust?
Fool wanna get butt naked?
I'll get wherever it takes me, homeboy.
Homie's crazy, man.
So I've heard.
Homie live up here.
Hey, look, everybody be cool, man. Lamar about to do his thing, all right?
Hey, be on point. This fool janky.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Are you loading the stream?
Service. Package to collect.
You got the grip?
Alright. There we go.
Okay.
Are you pulling the stream up on your stream or no?
Yeah, let me see if it's almost got a full
Now we talking.
screen.
My throat getting numb already.
So we good, nigga, right? Well, let's go.
How about a taste?
No, man, we leaving.
I want a taste of the other side of the brick.
Now, you heard what your boy said. You're leaving.
Hey, give me the back!
Oh, there it goes, I think.
Whoa.
Oh, come
What
on.
the fuck?
Did we ask for a key or a fucking ounce?
Man, that's motherfucking drywall. Hey, we got some motherfucking buyer's remorse out here.
You can't fucking hustle a hustler!
Okay, this shit's getting interesting now.
We gotta get off Grove Street. God damn, man, fucked up. We gotta walk.
Just a few homeboys in the hood. Nothing to see here.
Clap those assholes. Get the grip.
What are we waiting for?
I can definitely hear it.
Is it not showing?
No.
What the fuck? What does it look like for you?
Nothing, just a thinking screen.
Okay. Alright, let's see if that works now. Are you able to see the map now? Or is it still the loading screen? Is it constantly loading still or no?